And holy heck, that playoff run, go back if you have a chance, everybody listening, and just pull up that AFC Championship game against New England
Oh,
and the plays that
unbelievable.
Dallas made in that game. You
Well,
became a focal point.
you can't. I mean, it's like, there's actually some dum dums out there that that actually believe that the NFL is scripted. Like that's the world we live in. Like, just there's just some dumb people out there, right? So all of y'all that believe that bull crap, you're dumb. All right, so let's just get that straight. So I mean, because you couldn't, again, like, stop entangling like just unbelievable scripted events. For example, us facing our nemesis, New England. Like, I mean, talk about, I mean, the nemesis. I mean, we're talking Bulls, Pistons. I mean, it's just like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, here we are, and here we are down 21-6, 21-3. I can't remember what it was. It was bad, and it was 21-3, and I mean, you look at that, and then you see the finish and you're like, yeah, that looks scripted because it was a badass game. That's why, like, fast forward to this year. Are you kidding me? The Rams going to Detroit. I mean, you can't make that stuff up. And that's what just like makes this game so freaking awesome. And we get those special moments, and we get to witness that type of stuff, and those stories of hearing these guys overcome so much, and ridicule, and just telling you're not good enough, and then you go somewhere else and revive your. I mean, that is beautiful. Like, let's appreciate, let's celebrate those instead of like dragging it down about saying, oh, it's this and that. I'm like, good Lord, like, just again, let's just focus on the good here. And so to be a part of that run was, and to face our nemesis, like, that made it extra special. And sorry to waste time on the conspiracy theory, but I just had this conversation with a buddy here. They brought it up, and I'm just like I'm like, gosh, there's people that believe that. Like, oh my god, I never got a script.
Taylor Swift's a plant. You didn't know that? She's
There you go. There's the, yeah, right. I mean, it's like, can two kids not just fall in love? Like, I mean, I'm sorry. Like, can that not just happen? Like,
yeah.
I mean, here, spoiler alert. Is there, like, do you look to gain something when you date someone? Yeah, absolutely. You want that person to make you better. And if that person just so happens to be an unbelievable singer, and an enterprise in herself, like, it's not her fault. Like, okay, like, let's make each other better. Go do something good. Like, love it, love it, love it, love it. So
Right. You
happy
can't
for
just,
guys.
take a deep breath and enjoy what we're seeing.
No,
Can't
no,
do
that
that.
would be, can't do that. Can't. I mean, there's got to be something. Got to be something. Like, oh my gosh, yeah. I'm sorry, when she walks into the room or he walks in the room, people react. Do they expect that? Do they demand that? Do they pay people? No, that's just how people generally react. So you can't blame them for supporting each other, loving each other, and being there for each other. Like, how else is it supposed to look? There's no different than all the other wives and girlfriends that are in the stands. Like, what, yes, they don't, break the record for winning, the most Grammys. So, maybe she, her day job is a little different, so,
I know. I guess she's supposed to be a worst musician. That's her crime.
right,
Be
right.
less
Yeah.
talented and less
Yeah.
popular.
Yeah. I just love that she shows up. I love that she, like, she is genuinely, like, you can see, like, she's genuinely enjoying it. Like,
Yeah.
I would rather see that than, oh, that's my baby. It's like, freaking A. Like, I think she could go out there and catch some. I think she'd make someone miss. It's awesome. It is awesome.
I'll admit, like, when it first went down, I was skeptical, but it's not toward Taylor Swift. It's toward like the NFL. I'm just skeptical, borderline cynical with a lot of the things the league does. So I'm like, oh, of course they love having Taylor Swift on TV because they got to work on that woman interest, right? We see a lot of
Here,
pink ribbons and pink apparel, and I'm always kind of
here,
rolling my eyes. But at this
here.
point, it's free. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. Well, and here's the thing. It's like, it's just like, it's the reason why the game is where it's gone. And I think even Peyton's Places, like I've seen a couple of those episodes where like he's talked about like some pivotal points in the game that or through the history of the game that have helped make it what it is. And it's, some of it is strategically marketing and planning. This one is just like, this is like, this is like the $5 pocket, $5 in your
Yeah.
pocket after doing laundry. Like this is the like this was not planned. This was just like, holy shit, awesome.
Yeah.
Win for us. Oh, by the way, that $5 is like probably 5 billion. But either way,
Right.
it's awesome. And it's the same. I mean, you go back to the same conversation of fantasy football, like or that's just kind of the first thing that comes to mind of like that's helped take the game to a whole nother level. And this, we'll be able to look back and go, gosh, remember the impact Taylor Swift, and I hope they have a long, happy, whatever is meant to be life that they're supposed to live. And I guarantee you, we're not going to look back and go, huh, that backfired on the other. Yeah, they tried to set that up. Like, no, good God. Do you think they're, no, they're not that smart. They can't do that. Like that's called love, folks.